everyone, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and checking the video out. Really do appreciate it. Just had this idea. Don't know why I didn't think of it earlier, but you know, now's the time, I guess. Wanted to go, and maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't heard of it, and if you haven't heard of it, we'll show you real quick, and if you have heard of it, it's just maybe a review for you. Well, I should say often. I guess maybe about 10 years ago, I first heard it being referred to as the Lifeson Chord, the Hemispheres Chord. It's basically an open chord that really, I think, is the epitome of Alex Lifeson and Rush, and how he kind of just gets these open voicing chords, basically. That's it right there. But again, the open chord, history for Lifeson, a lot of different things. Open E, B, A, E. Excuse me, just, you know, all over the place. But I think, and again, the reason it's called the Hemispheres Chord is because this was the open for, as soon as you put on the Hemispheres album from '78, it was, you heard a bit of a, you know, like something getting ready to smack you in the face. It was, so that was the prelude for Hemispheres. So if you're a Rush fan, you heard a little bit of it in, not this chord in particular, but just the open bar chords over on the Kings album, Farewell to Kings. But I'm going to show you, and it's really simple if you know your bar chords, right? So it's basically, we're taking just an F sharp bar chord, okay, F sharp, right there, and if I pick each string, all we're going to do is, we're going to lift the bar basically and just have our index finger on the root, which is the 6th string 2nd fret. So the first 4 notes are going to be the same between this and a bar chord. If I lift it, but the difference being here are the bottom 2 strings. Okay, so all it is we're going to take this F sharp minor, F sharp suspended, I think it's the 4th, and we're just going to kind of lift the bar off, so you've got those open strings running. And it makes it a very movable chord as well, because it can kind of go from here to the A, to the B, all the way up to an E. But this is the chord, everyone, when you hear the Hemispheres Chord or the Lifeson Chord. And I'm going through my Spark 40, and really what I'm doing is kind of doing that, you know, that British tone type of thing, because I'm sure he was using Marshalls, like I'm assuming, or something very similar back then. Okay, and that's the chord basically. Now, if you're a Rush fan, maybe you've heard of it. If not, something new to explore. But it also made an appearance again. I know it was kind of big in some interviews talking about the Hemispheres Chord back to the Snakes and Arrows album from 2007 for the beginning of Far Cry, which was just the E. Right? So basically just going, now I think to get yourself in the position, if you want to do that, you could play, see how we kind of lift that, and you've got the E shape right there. Just move it here. And you're in position. That's kind of really it. That's the chord. So if you haven't heard about it, you know, check it out. You can, you know, do your research online. But it's not only this chord, but it is called the Hemispheres Chord because it's just so prominent on that Hemispheres album for Prelude when it just starts, you know, when you drop the needle. Right, and then I'm not going to, actually, the link below, I've actually, I believe I did a little bit of something on that for Prelude when I did the R30 Overture medley thing a little while back. So check it out. But that's really it. It's more of the open chord voicing stuff. You can't go wrong with some of these open chords. Have fun with it. Again, it's movable, so you can move it anywhere you want. Some places sound better than others. Yeah. And make an exercise out of it. Just kind of play that chord, but play it in different areas to see how it sounds. And maybe you can come up with some cool progressions. So So if you're good with the bar chords, or this something kind of maybe get you down the road of bar chords, just something you can try to do. But have fun with it. It's cool. One simple chord gives you a lot of options. So practice, check it out online elsewhere if you're not sure about it. Lifeson Chord, the Hemispheres Chord. Cool. See you next time. Thanks.